Hey there! We're going to play Gray Street from Dave Matthews. And Dave Matthews was a new thing in the 90s, and what was new about it, or what he was playing, is that the chords were different than what we usually played. Okay, I know somebody's played them somewhere, but it was interesting how he put those together, and so that caused him to stand apart then, although everybody and their brother afterward wanted to play the same chords and try and sound like him singing and whatnot, but whatever, that's their thing. So we're going to play Gray Street, like I said. We have a B minor chord. What I'm doing is I'm playing the B note here, muting this 5th string, playing the 4th string, and then the ring finger note here. And that is B, D, and D. So it's B minor-ish. There's no 5th. And I'm using the middle and ring finger here. I'm going to go down to this G major chord. Okay, I'm going to use my pinky on that B note, right? So I've got the middle and the pinky. Still droning to that D. I'm going to go to A major, okay? Droning a D, so in relation to A, D is the 4th. So we don't usually say that we have the 4th and the 3rd together, but if you feel like it, you go right ahead. We usually call that 4th and 11th, so we might think of it as A add 11, but that would just be my thought. I'll let you theoreticians figure that out yourselves or argue amongst yourselves for days. Go right ahead. Here, I'm going to think of this not necessarily as F sharp minor, because we have that D in there. So I would think of it as a D chord, essentially, with the F sharp and the bass. Kind of like if we were playing like this, with hang your thumb over. Or sometimes you'll play it this way. Anyway, for this, it just uses those two. But it uses the same fingering, the middle and ring, as we did for B minor. Because it's basically the same shape. Alright? Back to the G major, and A major add 11, A add 11, whatever you want to call it. So, or something similar. That's basically the line. Okay? Then after that, we have B minor, A, D, G, B minor, and then A, back to our line. So on, okay? But what we're doing, again, this is going to be 16th note based, so it's how that's getting put together, okay? See how that's working? But what's interesting about that is, at least according to the chart that I have, is that it's going one measure, one measure, one measure, one measure, okay? Giving us 4, if you've been following along. And then we just have 2 more, the B minor and the A, and then we take off with the other thing, okay? So a lot of the time, I mention that because a lot of the times music will be in 4 or 2 measure phrases or clusters, but sometimes we do something different. We'll have a phrase of 2 set in after a phrase of 4. So it gives it kind of a, I guess you could say, a long-term lilt, whatever you want to think, okay? But we wouldn't think in 3 and 3. No, we would think 4 and 2 or something of that nature, okay? All right, so when we put that together, So just learn those segments and then start playing along with the tune and enjoy.